Okay, now we're gonna do the application of inverse. Okay, application of matrix inverse. Okay, so when we do the application of matrix inverse, for example, I have AX equals B. How do you find the X? This is all about matrix. We usually tend to, oh, okay, it's very simple. We just put the A to the right side becomes divide. And again, matrix doesn't know about the division. We don't know about the division. We cannot do the division then on the matrix. So in order to find X, what you need to do is try to annihilate A, right? So I just write one more time. I want to annihilate A. How do I annihilate A? I multiply by its inverse, right? And then you can cross this. But since this is a fair share method, fair, you need to do the fair thing on left side and right side. You multiply by A inverse on the left side also. Okay? Now you can find the value of X. You can cross this out. And then the value of X, or the matrix of X, is equals to A inverse times B. That's it. Now, how do I do this then? X times A equals B. How can I find the X? Again, you need to annihilate the A. So, how do you do? I write one more time on this part. So, this is the master key. And you need to annihilate A by multiplying it with A inverse. You cannot do it here. Wrong. Totally wrong. You have to do it near to the A. On the right side. It cannot be on in the middle of the X and A, right? So you multiply also with A inverse. So what next? You can cross this. You will get X equals B times A inverse. Very good. Okay, let's try for the example. Example, use the left one. Wait. Times X equals to 1, -1, 0, 3. Okay, what you can do now? You need to annihilate this, right? This matrix, the A matrix. The known matrix is on the left side, like this. So what you need to do is try to pick first, let A X equals B, right? So you need to find the inverse of this A, right? So I write one more time. This is for the example. So A, 2, 5, 1, 3. What you need to do is try to use the A inverse times AX equals A inverse times B. And then you can cross this out, X equals A inverse times B. The A is on the left. So what is the first thing? Find the A inverse. The A inverse is 1 over the determinant, 2 times 3. Subtract 5 times 1. Times by, you switch this position, 3 and 2, right? Look, 2, 3 becomes 3, 2. 5, 1 becomes -5 and -1. So 1 over, okay, this is very easy. 6 minus 5, 1. So you don't have to change anything. Right? Okay, so the X root equals to A. So 1 can be annihilated. 3, -1, -5, and 2, right? Times by B. 1, -1, 0, 3. How do you multiply? That's what we already learned previously. Put this a bit on top. Multiply by 1. Done. Put the proper position. Look at my hand. 3 plus 5. Right? This is plus. Because -1 times -5. 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5, 8. Okay. And then next. 0 minus 15. -1 minus 2. Make it fast. 0 plus 6. There you go. So this is the value of X. 8, -15, -3, and 6. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's quite simple. Now let's, without looking at these rules, let's try to have more practice. X times okay, this is the way I do. What is X? So again, what you need to do is try to put on the proper letter. X, A equals B. You are finding the X, so you have to annihilate the A. Jadi lu tulis ulang. Yang you harus hilangin E-nya kan? Berarti E-nya lu kali sama A inverse. This also. So X equals B times A inverse. So ini yang kita cari inverse-nya lagi. Bikin di tempat lain. Ya. Put on the other place. So this A, taruh aja dulu. 1, 3, -2, 4. The inverse is 1 over the determinant. Ingat diagonal, 4 times 1. 1 times 4 minus 3 times -2. Multiply by, you switch the position and do the negative. Lu lawan, ya. So ini 4 minus, wah jelek nih. 4 plus 6, 10. Astaga. Oke lah. Times 4 minus 3, 2 and 1. Okay, kalau 1 over 10, you divide everything by 10, right? So the answer will be, the inverse of A will be 0.4, -0.3. So rather than using the decimals, rather than using the fraction, you need to use the decimals. 2 over 10, 0.2, 0.1. Right, this is the inverse of A. And then lu masukin X sama dengan B times A inverse. Yeah. So X equals B times A inverse. We have the B, 1, -2, 3, 1, -2, 3, and 4 times by, gue langsung taruh atas aja biar cepet ya. Oke, A inverse ini. Oke, jelek angkanya? Iya, makanya pelan-pelan aja. Lo kalau angka jelek, sorry ya, angka jelek kayak nggak expect. 0.4 plus 0.61. Negative 0.3 plus 0.3. 0. Wah, asik banget nih. Oke, ini negative 0.8, 0.8. 0 lagi. Ini negative 0.6, 0.6. Wait, bentar. Ini berapa nih? Oh, 1 point. Wait, something wrong. Ada yang salah nih? Oh iya, benar. 0.6 plus 0.41. What can you conclude this? This is the identity. 1, 0, 0, 1. Ini namanya matrix of identity. Kok bisa identity? Soalnya lu lihat A sama B sama. Bener gak? Lu lihat elemennya sama semua, guys. 1, 3, -2, 4. 1, 3, -2, 4. So we are proving that if I have I times A equals A also. Ya, or A times I, kalau I ya, kalau identity ya, equals A juga. Lu lihat kan di sini langsung ya. Kalau beda ya udah jawabannya caranya lain. Tapi caranya sama aja, bukan cara lain, sorry. Angkanya lain, tapi caranya sama. You need to find the matrix, the inverse, and then you need to find the identity. Yeah. So this is what is. I will give you the pressure about this because this is the hardest topic on the matrix. Okay. That's all. Have any questions so far? Any other question? Jadi kalau ini pasti identity proving ya. Oke, ini juga identity. Okay, that's all guys. Now what you do is the workings, the exercises. I will stop the recording right now.